Hello and welcome to another Lord of the Rings mod update video. It's been quite a while since the last one, and we've added quite a few things since the last update video. So let's go over them. There's so much stuff, so hopefully this video won't be too fast or too slow because, I don't know, I'm terrible at pacing. But anyways, just let's get straight into it. The first block is the medium sized flower pot, which is called the large flower pot in the mod, and that's it. It's just a larger flower pot. You can put whatever flowers you want in it, and it just looks nice, and that's quite literally it. And then we also added this block, which is the cross wattle and daub, if you didn't know it exists yet, and basically, yeah, it just stacks up to 3, no more than that, and it's pretty nice for any sort of build that you're using Wattle and Daub, I guess. Another nice feature is the cross line on top is the opposite direction of the Wattle and Daub pillar block, meaning that you can make even more accurate designs now, while as before, you could only have the cross going the same way. Now, there's also the Bree banner that was added, which of course, another just tip if you don't know, if you crouch and then right click, you can change the size of the banner. And yeah, you can put it on a wall, you can put it on the ground, wherever. And then we also added the Bree shield. And again, if you don't know how to do this, just put it on an item frame. You can sit on any slab or any stair. And it's just for seat reasons. There's a lot of strange things you can do with that, but that's the main reason, was so that you could just sit, essentially. Now, we did add this, so basically you can mine Wattle and Daub just a little bit faster if you're using an axe. You can still get it with your hand, of course, but it's just a useful thing to have. Now, there's quite a few NPCs we've added. There is so many, and this is not even close to all of them. If you look here, there are tons of Bree NPCs that we've added, and mainly because I only grabbed the human ones. Some of those other ones are Breeland Hobbits. So there are tons of jobs and new things added. So all these NPCs and traders will give different things, and there is so much stuff. It is actually insane how many new NPCs there are. So go ahead and look at those yourself if you want to, but if you explore any Bree structure, you will most likely be able to find a trader that you're looking for that will be useful in at least some sort of way. Now, for these two armors real quick, essentially the J.R.R armor has the same protection as Dwarven armor. It has 2 for the boots, 2 for the helmet, 7 for the chest plate, and 6 for the leggings. So it offers 17 armor points, and so does the Dwarven armor, and as well as the Gundabad J.R.R armor. But the Morgul armor was buffed to also be the same as the J.R.R armor and the Gundabad J.R.R armor and the Dwarven armor, because simply one reason, it's made out of steel, and otherwise, if it had the protection changed from the leggings to 5 and the chest plate to 6, then it would just be the same as wearing normal orc armor. Now keep in mind, Morgul armor doesn't have its feature yet, where it wears down the durability of opponents' weapons faster, but just keep in mind that its strength has been increased to be the same as these other armors. So it's a little bit more useful for Morgul players, and just a little bit more incentive to actually get that armor. Now over here, this is the new model for the leather hat. Before, we just had the legacy model essentially, and I made this. It's pretty nice. I like it, and you can also dye it if you want, any color that you like, just like if it was any leather armor. And yeah, they look pretty awesome. So I'm very happy with that, and yeah, pretty nice. So there's quite a few new trader NPCs, like I already mentioned, but there's also hiring NPCs. So here is a Gundabad Uric chieftain.
And now keep in mind, these traders will attack you if you're enemy aligned, only if you kill an NPC that they are aligned with in sight. So essentially, even if I have negative alignment with Gundabad, so if I just set my... It's not dark now. Oops, if I just set it to -1, I'm now enemies with his faction. However, that does not mean he will attack me, because simply the fact that he is a chieftain, which means he is a NPC in which you can hire units from. If it was a normal orc, you would get attacked, of course, for having negative alignment. But just keep that in mind. It's actually safe to be around them until you kill an orc that they are aligned with. So, yeah, but there is the Gundabad chieftain.
There is the ranger captain, which you can see the noticeable height difference. And then there's also the Breeland sheriff. And now it is a bit strange to see an orc walking around not attacking everything, but that's just how it is, and that's how it was in Legacy as well. And then I won't go over the April Fool's update, because let's just say, like any April Fool's update, it was cursed. Um, and yeah, we added a few strange things, and yeah, they're not in the game until next April Fools. But there is one thing that did stay in the game from that, which is J.R.R Tolkien himself. So he will now spawn in your world similar to Gandalf in Legacy. This does not mean that Gandalf will not be added. This is just a temporary NPC, and it's just kind of funny to have him. Essentially, thanks to Hales, he has been given some absolutely amazing lines that he will talk about, and sometimes he can say quite a few things. Or just simple things like that, like good day. But pro tip, don't attack him. He will start chasing you at a very high velocity, and it's not good. We'll just say he can do quite a bit of damage quite quickly, and also has a massive degree of health. Give him a book, and if you do, he will end up dropping 3 pouches. So you can, oh, I got a medium pouch, nice. But you can just get 3 free pouches at the beginning of the game, which is very nice to have. Here is another new block. This is the Crucible. At the moment, it doesn't do anything, but it is replacing the Unsmeltery from Legacy, where you can turn one item into basically a chunk of metal by smelting it down, but it has no functionality as of yet. Now, here's an absolutely beautiful tree you might have noticed. This is the Willow tree, which is a new tree that we added with a full wood type, which was textured by Hales, which is absolutely beautiful. I love it. As you can see, I've set up these berry bushes, and basically there is a slight bit of a new growth progression. It can go from small to slightly larger, and then a medial size, the fully grown, but they can actually turn into a full block of berries. And you can also, just a fun building tip for any builders, you can place the berries on top of a berry block if you want to. So basically, if you don't want your berries to turn from this into a block, you can just click it with shears, and it will not turn into a block. So that's good to know. This is a Bree Hamlet, and it is a new structure that spawns all around the Bree biome in Middle-earth. And essentially, they will always be kind of crazy like this, kind of random, but it involves a lot of smaller structures that will spawn sort of like a vanilla Minecraft village does. And also we have added a Bree Village structure as well, which as you can notice is much larger than the hamlet and consists of many buildings and many smaller structures as a part of it as well. So there's a lot to explore here as well, which you can find them anywhere in Bree, just like the hamlets, and they spawn with guards, NPCs, and chests and everything like that. And most importantly, the traders, which are again always they can be useful if you're trying to build something or trying to explore, get more weapons, or anything like that. You first of all need to make sure that you have enough alignment and enough coin to be able to actually hire anything. So I am going to give myself some money, and essentially all you have to do is right click and this UI will pop up, and I can hire some rangers. You can also talk to the captain if you want, but as you can see, I now have quite a few ranger soldiers, and these guys so far of the hireable units are some of the best in the game. Now if you do go a certain distance, they will teleport along with you as well, just to not stay behind. And there's a lot of stuff you can do, so I'll just go over the simple things. So if I right click this guy, for example, I can look at the equipment he currently has. You can have a unit follow you if you want, or you can have them like be stationary. And essentially what this will mean is, although my other units will all follow me and teleport to me, you can see this unit is still over here. Now lastly, there are a few other things. One thing is if you're in the exit menu, you can see this is advancements. The default key is also L if you want to go to the advancements, but we've added so many Middle-earth advancements from Legacy and also a few additional new ones. So there's quite a bit of stuff, and you can also see that just the standard Minecraft advancements. Now we find ourselves in the Blue Mountains. This is the starting at the 1.8 updates. Let's go over the blocks first. So there are these crystal chandelier blocks, which actually have no idea how to craft them. I just realized. Well, it looks like just like that. Then with pots, you can basically store a single stack of items in them if you want to, and they also have a new sound that comes along with it, which is pretty nice. Now, these are the Dwarven doors. You can just hide your base like any good old dwarf in the side of a hill. So yeah, that's pretty nice to have as well. There's also stone engraving, so you can take any stone block and with a chisel, you can write something. Yeah, it'll just show up on the stone. And then there's a few Dwarven NPCs. So there's a commander, which is all dripped out in this amazing gilded Dwarven armor. There's also the smith and also the miner as well, so you can trade with them in Dwarven structures, of course. Now there's also these throwing axes, which at the moment, since they have velocity based damage, they actually do like no damage at all, pretty much. Now there's also these bird cages, which there's all sorts of variants of them. You can also now just place glass bottles if you want. So you can just place them on the ground as if they were a mug or something like that. So that's pretty awesome. And even if they have a drink in them, you can also just place them down. And yeah, pretty nice, I think. You can see here's the boar. It's pretty chill. You can put boar armor on them if you want, which looks pretty cool. And then, of course, you can ride them around. They're not the most quick, and yeah, dwarves will be able to ride them in the future, of course. But yeah, you can just charge around on your boar. There's 3 types of boar armor. There's the leather boar armor, which is dyeable. This is the leather boar armor. There's the dwarven boar armor and the blue dwarven boar armor as well. And this is the hedgehog. Now, they do run away from you, but they are quite amazing, I think. They will just randomly wander around your world, and if I'm in survival, as you can see, it'll run away from me quite quickly. Speaking of sounds, there's also a new horn sound, which although the original Legacy sound is absolutely beautiful, this new horn sound is just absolutely angelic. I don't even know how to explain it. It's just so good. So there are quite a few structures that have been added into the game for the dwarves. What may seem small above ground can sometimes be very large underground. So you can see a Dwarven Smith naturally spawning here, but you can get some armor, some tools. The chests have some mediocre loot, but it is nice to get an early crafting table, a Dwarven furnace, and also an anvil. That was just a smith that we were in. Now this is more of a Dwarven fortress, which you can see there's more armor. So now I have a full set, and that took no time at all. But they have storage for things, and it's quite amazing. There's a lot of cool things that are in these structures. This is just amazing. It is absolutely beautiful. Yeah, I quite like it. Essentially, there's some features that are not in the game yet, like for this block, but eventually these platforms will hopefully be able to lower all the way to the bottom. For the moment, we'll just jump down. Now, as you can see, there is a lot of stuff going on, and we don't have time to explore all of it for this video, but Maybe one day there will be a Lord of the Rings mod extended playthrough or something on this channel, which you can watch. Or maybe someone else will go ahead and make their own video doing the same thing. But these can be quite expansive, and they have some amazing rooms, some beautiful loot, and yeah. Now, if you press M, is by default M. If you didn't already know, you can go to the Middle Earth menu, and there's a lot of stuff we have not added yet, but there's this options menu, which used to have nothing, and now it has something. So there's all sorts of things you can do. I'm not going to go over every setting, but for example, if I wanted to uh, turn this off, then when my hired unit dies, it's not going to show a message in chat. Um, but you can enable things, disable things, change things, and it's actually quite useful because then you don't have to go into the config file outside of the game. So it's yeah, it's quite good. You can do a lot of things with this, and it's very useful. We did add even more stuff than that, but today that's where we'll go ahead and end it, just so you guys can explore the mod for yourself. But those are all the main features that we added since the last update. And now keep in mind the last update was like 6 updates ago. Hopefully we can have a better video making schedule, because this is just me doing this on my own random time. Nonetheless, thank you for watching, and I hope you enjoyed this video. And if you want to, you can go ahead and subscribe to the channel if you want to see more, and hopefully we'll have a better upload schedule so we can actually get some stuff out into the world and show our mod as well. And yeah, if you um, like this mod, just go ahead and check it out. There's a link in the description for the mod on CurseForge and also on Modrinth. And you can join the Discord server if you want more information and quicker stuff for the different updates. But yeah, thank you for watching, and see you all later.